In the summer of 2020, as the world focused on a pandemic gripping humanity, another crisis unfolded silently in the skies. Across continents, from England to India, millions of pigeons simply vanished. No feathers, no remains, no signs of predators, just gone, mid-flight, as if the sky itself had swallowed them whole. It began with small reports. Local racing clubs in the UK noted thousands of homing pigeons disappearing during simple one-day races. Then the reports multiplied. 5,000 gone here, 20,000 there. By June 2020, the total number exceeded 2 million missing birds worldwide. Authorities called it the Great Pigeon Vanishing. And yet, despite the bizarre scale, it barely made headlines, overshadowed by human chaos below. But deep in online archives, weather data, and scientific logs, the story grew stranger, because something was seriously wrong with Earth's invisible systems. Pigeons navigate using magnetic fields, a natural GPS tied to Earth's geomagnetic lines. But in May 2020, the World Data Center for Geomagnetism recorded one of the most erratic field disturbances in decades. An unexplained magnetic storm rippled across the northern hemisphere. To most, it was meaningless static, but to the pigeons, it was like erasing the map in their minds. One report from Northumberland, UK, described 9,000 trained birds released for a race. Only 13 returned. Their owner said, "It was as if they flew into a void." Across the Atlantic, similar cases emerged. In Pennsylvania, entire flocks released for migration vanished without trace. In Japan, birdwatchers recorded mass disappearances along migration corridors. Something global was happening, and it wasn't just a few birds. It was an entire navigation network collapsing. A classified NOAA report, later leaked in 2021, confirmed that unusual magnetic anomalies occurred near the same time, patterns never seen before. They coincided with spikes in atmospheric radio interference and electromagnetic pollution. But here's where it gets stranger. In several areas where the pigeons vanished, locals reported hearing a deep, low-frequency hum in the skies. No planes, no thunder, just vibration. The phenomenon lasted minutes, then silence. Amateur radio operators later discovered frequency overlaps between experimental 5G testing and avian orientation bands. While unproven, the coincidence was unnerving. A leaked memo from Ofcom UK, dated August 2020, acknowledged interference, possibly affecting biological navigation. It was buried quietly under testing reports. Meanwhile, scientists at Cornell's Lab of Ornithology began tracking missing migration data. Entire GPS-tagged flocks vanished mid-flight. Trackers still pinged altitude, then suddenly flatlined over the North Sea. No storm, no predators, no radar signatures, just disappearance. What made 2020 different? Some blamed climate anomalies, rapid weather shifts, heat waves, smoke particles from Australian wildfires disrupting magnetite cells in birds' brains. Others whispered about something else, a coordinated electromagnetic test, one that temporarily scrambled natural compasses. In September, Italian newspapers reported that the Italian Racing Pigeon Federation lost 30% of its birds in one season, the worst in recorded history. In China, local farmers described skies that had been full of pigeons every morning, now eerily empty. Across online forums, theories emerged. Some said solar storms, others suspected military radar systems, and a few pointed to something more chilling: classified satellite recalibration experiments. Between May and July 2020, several nations launched communication correction satellites. Documents later revealed they transmitted broadband directional signals across the atmosphere, frequencies identical to avian navigation ranges. To the public, they were routine, but to the birds, it was chaos. Even the Royal Pigeon Racing Association admitted they had no logical explanation. They halted several events, stating simply, "The sky has changed." By mid-2021, the story had faded. The world returned to normal headlines, but global bird migration data told a different story. An estimated 40% decline in homing pigeons, doves, and swifts. Some reappeared months later, far from home. Pigeons from Scotland found in Portugal, ones from India spotted in Oman. Their magnetic compass, it seemed, had been rewritten. Yet, when asked for comment, agencies denied all links between geomagnetic disruption and communication tech. They called it coincidental. But patterns rarely lie. Each disappearance wave aligned perfectly with geomagnetic flux peaks, satellite transmission bursts, and global communication upgrades. If it was coincidence, it was an elegant one. In October 2022, an independent researcher named Dr. Laila Murasan published a paper suggesting the phenomenon wasn't over. Her analysis showed smaller disturbances repeating every 18 months, a new rhythm of Earth's magnetic breathing, she called it. According to her, 2020 might have been just the first magnetic blackout. And here's what's truly haunting. Migratory patterns of other species, from whales to butterflies, also began showing signs of confusion around the same time frame. It wasn't just pigeons. Something global was rewriting nature's compass. Still, officials dismissed it as myth. Until one leaked image surfaced in 2023, a thermal satellite shot over northern France, showing a vast, dark, void zone in the sky. No birds, no insects, no trace of life for hundreds of miles. Scientists had no explanation. Some called it a data error. Others weren't so sure. So where did millions of pigeons go in 2020? Did they die mid-flight, burned by radiation, scattered by storms, or did they simply lose the earth beneath their wings? We may never know. But maybe, just maybe, they're still out there, flying endlessly in circles above us, searching for a home that no longer exists on their internal map. And if magnetic fields really do guide them, what happens if the planet's compass is shifting for all of us? After all, if the pigeons could vanish overnight, what else could disappear next?